I know. You're late. You're late. It's okay. I have to figure out where it's cold. Cold. Oh, typical. No word from anybody until I go live. Just off the bicycle. Still no gloves. I don't know where the gloves went. Where are the gloves? Where are the gloves? Out there somewhere, drenched. It's been raining constantly the past few days. And windy, like nobody's business. The place is trashed out there. Trashed. What is it? Trashed. And I'm putting on multiple layers because I've just been out there on my bicycle. And good Lord Almighty. Blue sky, well it was. It's overcast now, but there's a bit of blue there. And but it's one of those crispy autumn days, fall days. You just want to fall back into bed and say forget about it. Forget about it. Forget about it. What's going on, Doris? I've had some shoes on the rads. Shoes on the rads. Shoes on the rads. Come on, lads, put your shoes on the rads. Who's this? Battle 22N5Q. Know him well. Sure, we were in school together. How are you getting on? Hit the like button, or else I'll hunt you down and I'll hunt your dreams. Look at those beauties. Top of the range. Top of the range. Let's go. Oh, look. Potatoes, plant purple and broccoli, plant kale, divide and plant mustard, repot kamatsuna, overwinter chilies, weed clear the front, rescue spuds, cut back sunnies, earths up, carrots, do the same thing, divide and plant rocket, cover leeks properly, divide basil, sort seed, mint, exclamation mark, basil, exclamation mark, ah! Basil in question. Oh Lord. Oh Lord, I'm not prepared. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Leo Min 07 W6N. How you getting on? How you getting on? How you doing? Alright? Hit the like button, or else I'll find where you live. It's in some server or something, I don't know. These, if you're a bot, you're a bot. Maybe you're Indonesian or Vietnamese. Vietnamese bot. What's going on? Turn around. That's not the glove I was talking about, mind you. That's not even a glove, it's a large condom. I'm only joking, it's a glove. There's the tomatoes from my previous. And there's the tomatoes that need to get taken out now. And I need to weed around there, but look, that's the least of my worries. Those carrots are be really small and laughable, but I'll save that for a short because I know, look, the little one beside the slightly bigger one. So maybe those ones, they're only finger-sized carrots anyway. But look, that's like for one that was just sitting next to it. I thought that I was taking out that weed there. Some sort of, I don't know what it is. It was too much of it anyway. Oh, it's just stretching out from over here. That's her issue. There was a courgette there. Obviously, no more. I'm just letting that sort of do its thing. Oh, maybe that won't be too bad actually. I'll save that though for an upcoming short. I'll take those carrots out. But what I need to do today, carrot related though, is earth these ones up and put them somewhere that got that algae or algae. We had a teacher back in school who used to say, "You disgusting piece of algae." Well, that's just moss that came from up there, from the crows topping around looking for their dinner and their breakfast and whatnot. Their breakfast mostly. A few bit of weeding to be done, but what I want to do is kind of earth them up a little bit. There's probably a bird, or maybe it was even worse. Maybe it was a rodent, a mouse possibly. A rat, if it was a rat, they'd be all gone by now. But yeah, anyway, that's something I need to consider as well. There's kale as well that I need to do something with, I don't know what. And the purple brown broccoli that should have been in the ground somewhere like 2 or 3 months ago. But my plan for them, originally, these, I'll hold one so you know what I'm talking about. My plan for these originally was put them in the front, where unfortunately the soil from day one has been rock hard, like concrete, akin to concrete is what I say. Because it is, because instead of like a 40-60 soil compost mix, was more like the opposite way around, you know. I was just desperate to get it filled and I effed up. I fecked it up, I did. So I'd rather amend that soil as best I can over the autumn and winter. And I was thinking of putting these in there where the tomatoes were, and in there where the tomatoes are soon to go. I might leave these here for a while, but also the leeks need to be properly covered. And what I'm afraid of, and still constantly afraid of in this month, is the new pest allium leaf miners. And they're just exposed to all sorts there, clearly, as you can see. I'm not a farmer, no. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a curious idiot. I'm actually a chef. Or a food preparation fucking technician, as I like to say. There's a dead courgette. But that's alright. There's a dill or something coming out there, or fennel. A lot of weeding to be done, but anyway, we're not here for tortoise. We're here to do some work. First thing on the list which I left in there. Somewhere in there is a list I wrote in. Oh.
Rena glada gudjore islam. Nachin tachan vair qifi shalta. Mashtin yilagan lefal.
Alright, have a list. Let's go. Look at this destruction. That destruction. That's over, that's all over. She needs to just come to terms with it now. Look at those chilies waiting to be over winter chilies. There's 4 of them there. Well, there's actually technically 4.5. That little one in the middle there actually grew chilies, which I took some off, took all of them but one, and they fell down quite a lot. And as a result, there's chilies about the place, and sunflower heads there. Destruction. Sure, look, that's wind for you. Sure, isn't that wind? No gloves, so grab that carrot. Grab me little tiny carrot. I'll grab you by a carrot. Come on now. Here now. There's no need for that. Oh, Jesus, there's no need for that. The dahlias at the end as well. Everything's come to the end. This is what we expect now this time of year. The question is, should I cut them back, dig them up and save them? Or should I cut them back, leave them in the ground, take my chances? Or should I just leave them all together and let them just fade away naturally and hope for the best? That sounds like the easiest approach. Look at that kale over there. Put it in there as just sort of like sure, look, I'll put it there and who cares. Same with that one. That one didn't survive, but this one was like that one. So this one now, even with the new growth on it now, it's not going to do anything over here, although it's not going to do much over there like that one, but it will do something. Huh? Young man. Oh, he's only a young man. Sure, he's only a young man, so he is there now. Don't mind him, sure, he just knows arse from his elbow. He's only a young man. Look at this cheeky runner here from the strawberry. It's rooted in here. So I'll cut that off and I'll let it grow there. It won't do much, like lobularia and a random dill or something. But yeah, I will move that one so it actually survives the winter with its friend over there, because I'm happy to have some sort of green kale, even if it is Tuscan kale or black kale or Cavola Near or black magic, whatever you're calling it there yourself. Mint just having a little rest there, secretly trying to root itself in the ground. Look, I know what you're up to, but look, have your little rest anyway, you deserve it. There's onion seed. You can hear it, listen. Chicks digging it. Yeah. Anyway, clear tomatoes. Dudes on a Nokia phone cam. Burn! What a burn! What a fucking burn! This guy coming in strong with the fake name and no profile picture displaying himself. What a brave individual. I'll slap the shit out if you see in real life, you little pussy. You little bitch. You're pee-pee, my friend. You're pee-pee. Now move along. You worthless subhuman piece of crap. Oh, nothing more to say? Oh, a pussy. With a tiny pee-pee. With a tiny pee-pee. Keep the hate coming, you little bitch. Keep it coming. Cowardly little bitch. I'll slap the head off you. Granola Dola is on their mom's computer. Not their daddy's computer. They don't know who their daddy is. Who's your daddy, Granola Dola? Who's your daddy? You don't know, bitch. Cane your ass. You probably enjoyed a biatch. Jealous. You are a farmer. I wish. You wish, do you? Oh, you wish, do you? A Nokia phone cam. Nokia phone cam. What are you, fucking 12 or something? Probably, let's be honest, probably are. And English isn't your first language as well. So I won't be too harsh on you. You're only a child. But I will slap you. With a cane. In the face. He hit with the steel chair. The audacity. The audacity. Some you may have missed. That's okay. One viewer. How you doing, viewer? It's not still Granola Dola, is it? It's not still Granola Dola, is it? We need another comment. We need to get this Granola Dola out of here. Let's have a look at Granola Dola. No, that's better. Hell no. Two viewers. What's up, two viewers? There's one in Granola Dollar. Granola Dollar. Motherfuckers are crazy. Jesus, nerdy and gold. Stop growling, will you? Stop bleeding, growing. We've come to the end of the line. What's this stuff attached to it? Hello. Next year, volunteer Marigold. Be free. Be free. Some hidden stallions as well. The hidden scallions. The secret scallions. And some beetroot that never beetroot. You can eat the leaves though. You can eat them leaves. And tomato wanted to volunteer. Seeds, maybe it did. We can do it down there. A lot of weeding to be done as well. You can see the tomatoes still in the ground there for now. But I just want to clear all that crack first, obviously. Bittersweet. Confused with the jobs, just like more scallions. Pretty well, despite everything. Really pea. Peas and that scallion. Need a bigger blade or something. What's this? This stage of the game, I do not care. Shit. Wrong tool for the job, I guess. Didn't want to do that. Here we are. Broken my scissors. Granola Dolo, I blame them. It's their fault. Just barely remember the name there. Sky Nice. Now some no glove having weeding is required. I'm gonna leave the scallions there for a little bit longer, and I might take this one out though. Those scallions I'll leave there. I just broke my scissors though. That's because I shouldn't have been using them, obviously. But it was out here, so I was like, oh well. But they need to be cut back to the ground a little bit more. I'm gonna leave the roots in. By the looks of that one and the general health of them, like there's no sort of dodgy nematodes causing any issues with the roots. Uh-oh. Huh? Clean my yourself up, get a bit of flight going. Who's this? See you later, darling. Oh my god. Alright, back to this. Fun times. A few I might have missed. Oh. I see I was weeding here very quickly. Again, no gloves and wet soil. So, as they say. Fleas against me. Counters. Right? I cannot find even one glove. Well, I can find two gloves, in fact, but they're soaking wet and not the ones that I want. I always find those ones. I never find the ones that I want, though. Weed with me. That's not a weed, is it? That's not weed, you're just disturbing the top layer, so should you? I told that imaginary person, didn't I? They won't be butting in with their nonsense again. Oh, will I know? Look, if you can't get a chat going in the chat, you get a chat going with yourself. People say, oh, it's crazy to talk to yourself. Fair enough. Guess I'm crazy. Out loud. Just can't ignore it. Huh? Every time I look down, huh? Can somebody write something else? Like, Jesus. Huh? Huh? Bot speak, is it? Somehow California surfer. Huh? The encroachment of the ivy. Look how close it's getting. What do you think of the whole affair? That's what, I'm just itchy. We're having fun. More wheeze in this bed than I would expect, to be fair. Although actually I did disturb over there and trying to fit the little spider. Like, what are you doing to my home, you mofo? Displaced I've been. I have to wander these roads and find myself a new home. You'll be alright. Down a jerk. That's what I'll say anyway. He's a little cutie. Sorry for destroying your little tomato home, but look, there's plenty of spots around here for you. And I'm not just gonna squish you now like some weirdos would. Wouldn't they? You don't know. Take my word for it. He's like, I wouldn't take the word of a human. You're damn right. He's waving. Maybe he does understand in a weird way. In a way unbeknownst to me. Oh look, dropped quite a bit of seed in here, didn't you? Oh, that's part of that one. Oh my goodness, I had no idea. I thought it was a separate plant. Oh my goodness, what have I done? Oh, sorry. Look. Oh, there you go. Look, you could see, like, I thought that was like one grown there, one grown there, but no, it's actually the same fucking plant. Oops. That's alright. That's okay. It's alright. I wonder if I cut that one back, would that one keep growing anyway? It probably would. I don't know what I'll cut it back with. Broken scissors? Probably not. I probably shouldn't be leaving this fennel, I believe it is, in here. It's just another volunteer from Mammy over here. Look, and that's why. Fennel seeds galore. And the old fennel snail. Well, that's what I call it anyway. I loves the old fennel, the fennel snail. basil there. End of year basil. Best to take that out now altogether. It's just not going to do very much now. Growing out. Over here. Bits here. There's a rock in it. That's definitely not it. Oh. No, look, another little pack of marigolds trying to grow for next year. In the ground there. There'll definitely be a few coming up here, more than a few maybe. That's alright, look. More the merrier. They're in a bad spot, I can take them up and move them or whatever. Maybe I won't have to sow any at all, or save any, even though there's plenty in there already from last year. But you know, they're only good for so long. Speaking of which, oh, here's more. But look, sure, it is what it is. It is what it is, so it is. Which I've died back and coming back again a little bit. It's been inadvertently sort of forced there a little bit. I guess I can use this as a little bin for the moment. Goodbye tomatoes. Except for those ones. For now. I did do a very good weeding here, but I didn't have any implement at the time. I just had my hand. Speaking of which, I'll grab my implement. Grab me by the implement. I'll grab him by the implement. Actually, before I do that, I'll just finish off here a little bit. Finish it off. The tomatoes still in the ground there. I'll need to cut them right back down to ground level. But I might do that after I put the purple sprout and broccoli in here. That's what I was saying actually. I don't think I completed what I was saying. Is that I'll continue doing this and you can see me as well. You know what I'm doing. I'm just leveling grabbing any bits I may have missed, like the creeping buttercup there. I was going to put the purple sprout and broccoli in the front, but the soil is just too hard there. It's not great. And there's a lot of clearing to be done with a lot of sacrificial cabbages and lettuce that I had for seed, which hopefully I'll get around to later on in the stream. This is taking way too long though already. But I'm thinking I could put the purple sprout and broccoli in here and in there. And hopefully it will do something before the time comes to start sowing things in here. Where's my home? My beautiful home. So I think that's probably the best way to go. Putting in here and then amending that's the front part over the autumn and winter with manure and whatever hell crap. Maybe even the sort of nutrient deficient contents of the tomato pots and stuff like that. Just chuck it on there just for more organic matter. I really don't want to have to like dig it, you know, like double dig or something like that and mend it that way. I'd rather just buy. I don't want to jinx anything. I don't think that's going to be good enough really. anything to avoid digging it again. Sometimes you just have to do that, like in the case of this bed I'm working on now, I had to cut half, like I don't know, 2 by 5 foot sort of chunk out of it, and as a result a lot of the soil is disturbed, and it shows as well. Not in the growth of things necessarily, of the plants I want, but in the growth of weeds. Churn up a lot of weed seeds and stuff maybe that were found their way down the bottom, which is quite likely. So I put all sorts of crap down the bottom of the beds. Mostly just chunks of wood though. Debris. Kind of hoogle mound kind of thing, I guess. I was doing it long before I knew what that was. It was just a way to get rid of stuff. But acts as a kind of a sponge, Not that we necessarily need that here in Ireland, but it does hold on to the water as the wood breaks down. It gets like nice and spongy. It's good for water retention, especially during dry spells. The roots of plants can find their way down. I guess osmosis or whatever, whatever way things work. But either way, there's a reservoir of moisture down there with the decaying wood getting all spongy. It looked a bit cleaner anyway, even though there is still old basil. Scallions I will leave, that fennel or whatever I might just leave there. The tomatoes, I'm going to plant my purpose farm broccoli around them and then sort of cut them back somehow with something. A serrated knife probably, I'm thinking, is the only thing I have. There's two, like, my brain's gone dead here, trying to think of the name of the oak. The little pruner thingies. There's two of them lying around somewhere. One of them's effed. The other one might be alright though. That beetroot's kind of cute there. I like the look of it. I might just leave that there. And yeah, I'm going to leave that marigold for now. So there's not really much space I'm leaving myself to put purse-sprout and broccoli. One there anyway. And one there, I guess. And then maybe if I can maybe take that out and take that one out. Do 3, 1, 2, 3. And obviously the basil's not going to stay there much longer. Actually, I'll just pick any leaves off that today and I'll take it out. So now I could have definitely 2 in there. How many have I got? How many reasonable, in shape ones have I got? Look at this. Flaking everywhere. It's ridiculous. There's your card. 1, 2, I suppose. 3, it's probably the healthiest of them all, even though it's been well eaten by caterpillars or something. But Tache Chocomat, despite everything. And there's one over there, it's really dry because of where it is. And it's with those little strawberry babies, which also need some water. So that's how many? 1, 2, 3, only 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. So 2 over there, 3 over here. Sorted. As for these little red boar kales and the rockets and the mustards, it's probably a little late for transplanting them now. They're almost like little mini, like mature mini plants now, quite tough leaves. And the mustards. I can bring them all in there maybe and plant them in the old tomato buckets, tubs, mayonnaise buckets. Reduce your, oh look! I'm surprised I haven't eaten my slugs and snails. Okay, that's it. Is there any more hiding around here? What the hell? I'm trying to escape. I hear I'm sick of sitting around here waiting. It's trying to plant itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 3 and 3 maybe, or 4 and 2. I think 4 and 2 maybe. Anyway, I need to go through this one as well. These, obviously, back to the broken scissors. those tomatoes out in the middle, they're just too central. That's all come out. Nice healthy roots all the same. It'd be nice to keep them in there, but jeepers. Just a little tumble over the osteosperm. Is that seed or not seed? It is too. Shut up, you fool. Leave that there, whatever it is. Take just one of the small little cherry tomatoes over there. Where's the little pond? I've fallen over. I've fallen over. I mightn't bother actually taking the weeds out. It's just that these, like, they're so tenacious and the soil is so moist that they'll probably just start growing again. Well, a lot of them will, the ones that are partially buried, like, they'd definitely start growing again. But even the ones sitting on the top, I wouldn't put it past them, like the likes of that. No, that's troublesome looking. I'll have to look at that. Is there a hole there? Too bad. Now look, this happens after such a long time untreated. Hollywood. Ah, sure, it's only a little mature baby. The weeding that needs to be done down there is awful. Although it's kind of nice patsy. Once I take that out, it'll just be mucky, you know. There's a hose in there too. It'll just become mucky, you know. Then I was thinking I'll need to get cardboard maybe because I haven't redressed that with chip bark in a while, as you can see. Although it's been walked on as well. So. But I did do in there, but even in there, there's well, despite it being destructed from all the wind, it's quite worn away. Out here, it's like a problem with being exposed to the elements in there. If it gets too hot, it sort of dries up to dust in the height of the summer anyway. That one out. Oh my goodness. It's insane, isn't it? I can't pass by with that. Oh, it's like a little tiny tomato, is it? It's gone now. Whatever it was, it is gone. sauce. Or some of the fucking tomatoes right there. Never the tomato. 1, 2. And 1 minute. Hard to put up there. Nice home. How ridiculously cute is that for a tomato? Is it a tomato? By golly, I don't know. It is alright. They're fully formed. Just sitting there. Oh my goodness, look. Oh, look, the more you look, the more you see. Bum bum bum. How short that is, really. How much soil is actually in there? It's not that much. Sitting at the bottom of that. Very interesting to look in there. A window into what's going on in the bottom. But anyway, at least it's noted anyway, along with all the other fucking disasters. This here. That. Look. Yeah, it's looking a little bit better anyway. That's great. That's what we fucking do. It's not as cold now. Well, it is, but I'm not as cold now. A little bit of movement. Out in the garden. In the garden. In the garden. In the jungle. Look at all this. Buttercups. Fennels. More buttercups. Dandelions. Self-heal. Dandelions. Dandelions. Dock. Euphorbia. Pots. They're just growing there too. Nobody's even watching me. I don't blame you. You could be watching somebody dancing around, some woman dancing around to some video game. Or someone reading your tarot with their boobs hanging out. I get it. If you want to chill though, this is the place to be. It's not bad. There's still a lot of them in there, but they're loosened up and they crowing out at you. Yeah, come on down here and say that. It's a gloveless marriage. I think I want to just cut it back. I don't really want to take it out, or just cut back. It's not going to flower anymore now. I loved you while you were there. But sure, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Well, I think I'm ready to rock and roll. I can't be making any holes with this stuff. And no gloves, just do it with my hand, which is the preference. Be my preference. Just break that off. And put it over here with my poor man's fund. That's what we're calling it. Sure, look over here. I'll just take that out together as well. Yeah, I debate and I debate and I debate, and I just make a decision on the spot. Debate and be damned. Yes. You really want to grow that. I'm going to leave you there a bit longer. See if you definitely got some firm roots in there. That can't leave you too long though. So I'll take you at some point, maybe transfer you somewhere else. You're quite a healthy little fecker. Fair play to mommy. Fair play to you, mommy. Good healthy offspring there. volunteers, albeit. Get any more seed from this fucking thing. I wasn't investigating as much as the ones in the front though. Nor this one. Oh, some flowers there, so maybe tomorrow we might have some seed. Sure. Tomorrow. Tomorrow indeed. Right. Find just some sort of other implements. So that's the first thing on the list done. I need to clear the tomatoes, well, except for these. But as I said, I might cut them back on this side a little bit, just so the second leeks have a bit of space. There's another marigold and another old basil. But so the leeks can have some space, so I might just cut them back. But it's just nice to have them there until they actually get taken out by the hard frost. Which we're getting there, alright. And it's also, as I said, in other streams and whatever, it's also protecting that. So, yeah, something to look out. I mean, a bit of greenery. Well, it's still there, I might keep it. So just cut it back a little bit there and sort out. That's on my list anyway, cover the leeks properly. It's a good far way down the list now. But then I may hop around. You don't have to do it like step by step necessarily on the list, as the list says. The list is really just what I remembered as I remembered it. You know, it's like Maslow's hierarchy. You can work on all different parts once. Anyway. Social science student as well. No. But I'm just a fucking idiot. Oh, me? I'm just an idiot. Don't mind me. Just an idiot. Oh, capoeira. 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 Boom, 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 boom. Ba-da-ba-ba-boom. Ba-da-ba-ba-boom. Now, arguably, the best way to plant broccolis and other brassicas is sort of in rows of some sort, staggered rows or whatever, because it's easy to protect them all with nets and stuff that way. But I'm going to do it differently and put them in wherever they can fit in these beds, and that will make protecting them a little more of a hassle and more difficult, certainly. That's why in the front would have been better. That's just a straight strip where I could have put them in slightly staggered rows, 2 foot apart or whatever. But as I was saying, that soil is rock hard, so we can't do that. I'm going to inspect these a little bit before I put them anywhere, because they have been eaten. I just want to make sure there's nothing still lingering about, nibbling on them, send them to their death altogether. Normally I'd throw a handful or two of manure down in the hole where I'm putting the brassicas, but I either don't have any or can't find the small little bit that I have. It's such an expansive place, I can't find anything. That's one anyway. There's a second one. Again, well eaten this one. Purple Spartan broccoli, about 2.5 months late if you're just joining. I've removed the tomatoes here and I'm putting them in. Hoping for the best. Hoping for something anyway. It's big, it's like 1.5 feet. It's more like 1.5 feet. And obviously taking off the damaged leaves because that's more likely to attract slugs and snails and all the rest. So, but obviously the more leaves to take off, if they're completely fat like that, their photosynthesis capabilities aren't going to be great anyway. But at this time of year, they need all the like solar panels, so to speak, as they can get. So, hence, like starting them off earlier and planting them out earlier, as we're not in this position. We've got scraggly little small-leaved feckers that need to struggle through the winter. So. Hold it. Two foot between each of them. Oh my goodness. Would you have a look? I nearly stood in the purple and there's nobody watching. That's what he's like. What he's actually like. Maybe I shouldn't do any weeding on the ground just yet. Hey baby. I don't want to squish you. Can I just move you up there a little bit? Oh, you're okay, you're okay. Just over there maybe. You alright there? Chillin'. Alright, well, I'm not going to be doing any weeding down here anyway. Not just yet. Excuse me. But anyway, one hole. To try and fit 3 plants in here that need 2 foot between them is going to be a stretch. So I think I just need to say, feck it. Say, here you shake it as I bring it up to remove as much soil off it as possible. That's alright, nice and clean. It mightn't be quite the same situation though. As you can see, it's a bit of a beast. You can see just by the stem alone. Compared to that, this is a big whopper yoke, which was growing all the way across, and all the way across there to the other bit. Still, though, try and shake it as best I can, holding my phone in my hand. Jeez Louise, an alien. It's my new wig. My hair's falling out, so I think I'll need this. Use it as a broom, clean it off, use it as a broom. It's kind of what I'm doing right now. You caused the mess, you can clean the mess. Something else, isn't it? There's still canes and twine all there. You can see where the twine always ends up in the compost bin. By the time I get around to it, I'm just like, oh, for Christ's sake. What's that? 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah, that's too far. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's close enough to 2 foot. It's like 1.5, but look, sure. Uh-oh. I felt some rain. God damn it. The scallions aren't. I thought they were in the way, but they are really. Just slide in there, right? 1, 2, kind of, yeah. Bunch of crap here as well. Lots of pots lying around all over the place. And this destruction from the storm. But the plants right now are more important than the infrastructure. Oh, man. I thought this was no dig. Shut your face. It isn't. Who said that? What about in your compost and chat video? I didn't say that. Go back and look. There was caveats and prefaces and all sorts. So, speaking of which, there's another one coming up. One of the boring compost and chat videos where you see me emptying the compost bin and chatting about things that may not even be compost related. Fun times. Holy moly. Holy goodness. Monday Mega Stream. It's the channel's 1-year birthday. Hence, I'm out here actually getting all the jobs I need done. Just in case anybody's watching and wondering what the heck is going on. I've cleared the tomatoes for the most part. And I'm on to planting the Purple Brown broccoli now. It'd be very satisfying to clear those out. Clear it off, mark it off. Plant kale as well. I might put one or two kales in and around those actually. There's only a few of the red boar. Of course, they'll do better under cover, but at the same time, if they're in pots, regardless of how big they are, there's sort of nutrient content that all need to be kept an eye on, more so than on the more open beds where, it's richer. Just the fact that it's out here, it's got a lot of roots still dug into it, and it's been well looked after and conditioned over several years. So these two anyway. That over there is a disaster because it's spud land. This one's okay. And this one isn't great because it needs to be constantly. The original sort of Hoogle Mount approach to this one was really poor. But all sorts of crap in the bottom. But nothing inorganic or toxic or whatever, but it was the last one to be done, so I was kind of running out of stuff, throwing leaves and all sorts of crap in, so it falls down quicker than these ones. So it needs to be topped up more often. Anyway, what was I talking about? Just the garden, who cares? Anyway, I'll set you back over here for now. In the distance, you'll see me planting broccoli. One. Didn't I say there was another one? No. I'm losing my mind. Did I not have 6? Did I not count 6? I thought I counted 6. That's. Maybe I didn't. Oh no. I'm stuck in the window. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was there not a 6th one? Losing it. Maybe it was that one that tried to run away that actually did it this time. You heard me count 5, right? And then I counted 6. But the 6th one, unfortunately. Stuck in the window. Trying to get in the window. Mad, isn't it? One was running away. The other one's trying to get in the window. They make up their mind what they wanted to be closer to me or further away. Ah, look, story of my life. I go in on a rescue. Yeah. I'll see you in a second. Oh, you'll see me probably through the window. I'll say hi. Ah, it's here, look. It's here. There is another one. I wasn't losing my mind, lads. It's on the window. This is probably the best looking one of all of them, actually. I was trying to run away. No, I left it on the window so clearly. If I can eat it. Alright, back in a second. You'll see me through the window anyway. Don't worry. I'm talking to nobody. Don't worry there, nobody. I'll be back in a second. Rescued. It has been rescued. Yay. Yeah. Take all the dodgier leaves off this one. That's quite beaten, but it's... No, I can't leave it. terms of photosynthesis, it might be alright. But in terms of attracting their pests because it's already damaged. Again, you have to balance it like sometimes with these fucking plants. First world problems. Too close. All but one of them are like a foot and a half from each. Only one of them's like about 2 feet, I'd say. I'll show you. Ideally, I would have had this one over here, but I decided just to mount on the ground there, so I guess I could have put it there. And then it would have given a lot of space, but look, they're in the ground now, in fact. So, yeah, I say that one's the best positioned. It's got this as a windbreak, but then, having said that, it's got down here as well to contend with a place probably where a lot of slugs and snails will be hanging out. So, 1, 2, 3, and over here, 1, 2, 3 as well. Very close to each other, about a foot and a half, rather than 2 feet ideally. And quite a lot of damage to them, and they're quite scraggly and all the rest of it, but sure. I could have went deeper with them as well, but you can see how tall they are, but I didn't want to go second digging the thing up completely. Just enough to fit them in, and then I can. It's not like I've any shortage of cane should they need it. Should they even get to the point where they grow? Like, if I need to do something with them, I might even throw some of the red boar kale in around the perimeter of these beds, over in that corner, over in that corner. maybe just take that tomorrow. Oh, just leave it there. It's just too firm in there, so I'll just leave it. It'll break down naturally. The critters, microbes, and all the rest of it. Get to work on it and become part of it. So, rather than taking it out, putting it in the compost bin, letting it break down there, and then putting it back here. If you can just leave it there and let's do it naturally, sort of, all the better. And less work for me. But then I'm squeezing purple sprouting broccoli and hoping for the best. I'm not really squeezing next to the phones here, dill or whatever it is, dill, and the beetroots that never were. There's our friend again. Oh no, a different friend. Hello, friend. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. No, never. Never. Beautiful baby. Beautiful poor little indecisive baby. What is going on? Probably thinks that's a hive. Maybe. Delirious going on in the face, completely delirious. Oh. It is what it is. So that's done, planted anyway. Am I going to water them in? Not just yet, they're quite all but that one anyway. That one was quite dry as a bone. That was one was trying to climb in the window. Yeah, as for that kale over there, and there's one in the front that actually seems okay as well. It might be coming through despite a difficult start. I might put them in that bed, so that'll be a short video, I think. I'll put a short up where I take the carrots out, put the kales in, and these sunflowers. Excuse me. I'm gonna go and get a big old knife. I'll be back in a moment. Everyone, come with me. Come with me. Come with me, all 0 of you. This one. Pretty good one too. I got myself a knife. Goodness. Hang on there now. Goodbye. Right. What else we got here? Oh, this one first. It wasn't to be, but then. Interesting bird sound, isn't it? And if you hear, there's a large squeak. Cat down there is also interested. Meow. saying that if you see me cutting some bread with later. No, probably not. Gentle as we go. Oh no. Oh. Woodlice or mice? Could be a mouse. Not taking any chances. Compost bin. Those weeds can go into the compost bin as well. No? That'd be good. I was wondering why I still had that bag down there. There's fucking more compost underneath it that I didn't have room in my tubs to put in. Is that all the sunflowers now? Oh, there's one over there, but it's not in the ground. There's one over there in the ground. But that's fine. Hardly noticeable. There's twine everywhere. Weeds everywhere. Mice as well now too. It's not uncommon at this time of year. So looking for food and shelter. And here we are. We're kind of the problem. If you want to look at it, it's problematic. The cozier you are, you see. The cozier you are and more stocked on, well stocked up on food you are, the more likely you'll be visited by these little figures. Pretty cold and homeless and starving. They just be competing with. I'm gonna do something with these kale. I was gonna put them undercover in the greenhouse over winter. So there's mice and stuff going around them. They're likely to fucking nibble away on those seedlings. They love seedlings. Sunflower seedlings, fucking pea seedlings, the whole lot. And in undercover, they're just gonna be on the ground in the pot anyway. Like, so it's not like they can't get in there. They definitely can if they wanted to. In fact, they'd prefer it in there, probably, wouldn't they? No threat of birds and a nice little roof in there nibbling on my seedlings in peace and quiet. In fact, I'll just put them out here in the ground. Little red boars. They're looking really vibrant for little tiny little plants. Leaf in there too. Been eating a little bit. But yeah, in fact, I'll just put them out here. It's 5 of them, 6 of them. Probably not enough space here for 6 of them. also have. Oh, look, there's another one. Quite a big one. So it's 7 actually. So this one I was gonna just throw in the compost bin. I left it there waiting to throw it in the compost bin once I cleared it out. And then in the meantime, start growing again. Go with that then. Go with that fate. Where's my darn implements? There's the one I don't need. Redmore kale. Here we go. Chubby worm friend. I swear I didn't put it there. And I don't know if it's the same one that we saw there on the Cretan Buttercup a second ago. Ladybird friend, ladybug. What you're doing there? You're sitting duck for burbs. Just come up to say hello. Hello. cows. Smaller inside here than we need to get rid of all realistically. And cucumbers, fucking lot of them. The whole shagging lot of it now. Indiana Funny Farm. Oh, who's this? Snooker Fan 10. Hello, what's the crack? How are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I don't know when that comment was. I was busy chopping and planting and whatnots. And now, speaking of chopping, chop, 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 down these fucking tomatoes. So very healthy. You know what? You can stay for now. For now, you can stay. Fighting the tides. If you saw my tomato last harvest, that video, I still have the balls of tomatoes in there. The first ball that I got of the last harvest were all ripe. They're all gone. And the other ones are sitting there. They're being attacked by fruit flies still. There's a sunflower deciding to grow in the compost from last 9 months. Anyway, yeah, they're still sitting in there though, and they're ripening in the bulbs. And some of them are going a bit iffy, so it's attracting fruit flies still at this time of year. You think that they'll be dead at this time, but no. I'm gonna peck it. Actually, he's not gonna cut the mustard, but since it's hanging there looking at me, it'll keep me going for now. Stop teasing me with your delicious growth. And you too. Keep me up. You can wait. Notions, what? Really notions you have. When you come to your senses. Doesn't for that. It's to be eaten soon. Look, cucumbers. Like, will you ever give it a rest, lads? Well, you'll have to now because I'm cutting you out. No, we want to go. Sure you do, but like, come on, look at the time. Of here. So no. Won't be having any of that. Sorry for the noise, it's really noisy. Don't think about it, one step at a time. That's all the tomatoes more or less out from in here, and the cucumbers. Chilies are the last thing we have to deal with, and obviously all the pots and stuff. I'm just thinking, should I have put the broccolis and the kales in these? How much better off they'll be in terms of safety from the elements. But again, it's that issue of there's a dead wasp, is it? Yeah. Rest in peace. There's your nutrients right there, pal. Well, kind of, yeah. But more wasps than that. These over to the other pile. And there's these ones out here as well. So, there's a bit of a job now. I don't think I'll be doing that on the stream. It's like that's a quiet evening. Although the evenings now are darker again, but the clock's coming back on. So I'll be getting home from work and it'll be pitch dark out here altogether. It's bank holiday Monday, that's why I'm here, able to be here. I've been out here for what, 2 hours? Jesus Christ, done nothing. Still these chairs, one of them's falling over there. 2 chairs anyway, there. And look, there's some crazy peas around in there. That's another thing I need to do. That's on my list as well, is seed sorting. I don't know now if I'll get it today. I said 3 hours is like a legitimate mega stream from my standards anyway. I normally go an hour and a half, like so twice as long for my channel's first year birthday. Clear tomatoes, done. Plant purple plant broccoli, done. Kale, done. Divide and plant mustard, not done. But what have I done though? Cut back the sunnies, the sunflowers, I've done that. Let's see. Cover leeks, properly divide, basil, sort seed, mint, exclamation mark, and basil, exclamation mark. Yeah, maybe the kamatsun and the spinach or whatever's over there. Maybe we can put them in the pots in there. Not as they are, but I'll take a little bit of my homemade compost and sort of cut it with the old sort of used stuff that's in there already. That'll have the effect of sort of, I think it'll be a good balance. That might be a good thing to do with if there's any over there. There was loads, but then as the weather turns, the snails slowly start turning towards whatever they can anyway, whatever's close. Like last year's broccoli, which I just left there after I took the seeds off. It was still growing. Like, so I was like, well, it's not doing any harm over here. We cut that back as well, that meant. Anyway, we're here to have a look at the Kamatsuno. Ah, look at that. It's flying, lads. It's flying. You need to leave it here. Excuse me for all this sniffling. So what I will do is I'll take some of them out. I'll tin it, basically. Those tinnings could be eaten as well, like so. Big time. This is doing really well, actually. It's good to know for next year. This is the first time I've put Kamatsuno down there following the potatoes. It's the first year I've done Kamatsuno. So. Beetroot, as all of the beetroot this year, failure. Turnips, 2 of them there are failing. And as for the spinach, it's mostly just weeds here at this point. But there is actually some spinach ground there too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. Definitely 2 right there and 3 there. They're quite apparent, but the Kamatsuno, lads, look, a bit of success of some sort anyway. Maybe, it's lovely, looking delish. Give it a little stay in my hair, lads. Would you not have said something? they call it like mustard spinach as well. It's soft, like it's so soft. Those younger leaves are like melting. They literally melt. It's unreal. But spinachy, but with that little tiny touch of mustard. And I imagine as they get older, they're probably more mustardy, and they're more mustardy in the stem part, as you would expect as well. Mice and all of them around here. I'm just like Lyme disease or Reels disease, or whatever they call it. Is this rain? I think it is. Mice or not, that's yummy. Not the only one been eating it though. I don't know if they're going too mad on it. Yeah, that's definitely worth saving, taking it up and putting it in maybe those big pots, I think. So that's on the list anyway. Where is it? Divide plant mustard, repack Kamatsuna / spinach. Yeah, Kamatsuna anyway. Overwinter chilies, rescue spuds. Is there anybody in there? There is. I was thinking, should I take a break and have something to eat and then come back to the stream? Or have something to eat on stream and then continue? Or should I just carry on and get whatever I can done right now? Yeah, I'll just carry on. Carry on regardless. Wasn't that fun? I'm not one to carry on regardless. Right, so I'll jump in here for a minute. I'll walk on these sunflowers. I'm not going to keep them as makeshift canes either. I'm actually going to burn them tonight. But anyway, right, I'll set you down here. Let's see now, how are we going to achieve this? But you know, Raising cane. Of course, the only bag you find is one with a hole in it. Typical. bear. Not really, no. Sit on top of everything. Jesus. Oh, fucking storms. Pain in the arse. Fucking storms, pain in the arse. Pain in the arse. Pain in the arse. Incredible. I'm just going through them for the drainage. Stones and whatnot. Every year they do that crowd at the bottom. It's starting to rain. Show you what I'm doing here if you're interested. I'm sure you're dying to know. Empty them in here. Trying to take out the old plant as best as I can, old roots. Like shaking the bejesus of it. There's a fucking hole in this bag, the amount of shit that's in it already. I was like, I'll just keep it all to one side, it'll be alright. No, it's just too much now. Try and move it and it'll be all falling out. I came undercover at the right time, didn't I? I swear I know what's going on. I don't have no clue at all. I'm fucking eat it. the compost bin, of course. And this I'm going to cut with that, which looks like just crap. It's actually a compost bin with the stuff growing, obviously. It's very moist and I haven't sieved it. Normally I would sieve it. So I'm going to take that and cut it, mix it with some of this, which is dry and nutrient deficient. And together they will create a nice little potting mix for those kamatsuna and I guess the chard maybe too. My back's already bleeding, hurting me. All this isn't helping, I can tell you. I think primarily from getting soaked on all week. I'm not sure. So, isn't it only raining again? Oh, sure, it's only raining again. Considering those kamatsuna were sown over there as well. Weren't they? Yeah, sure, it's some video. Goddamn. That's even a better sign for them. For a while I was thinking, they're good for transplants at the end of the year, like in the coldest, dampest, darkest spot of the garden. But they're actually sown there, so it even bodes even better. All the beetroot fails, turnip fails, and spinach basically fails, and I'm like, woohoo, kamatsuna! Look, get it. You gotta look at the positives, right? If you dwell on the negatives, sure. You stop altogether. Oops, listen. Be yourself. reverse of what I just did. Only this time mixing it with fresh. Seems a bit big for just for a few Kamatsuna, which is true. Which kind of makes me think maybe I should have put the Kamatsuna in those beds out there. And the purple sprout and broccoli and the kales and these, which kind of make a bit more sense. But we're here now. Mixing it in. Just perfect. Coming together. Some stones here. Button, I'll just put the crap. Just shove it in there. I'll mix some of the crap. Fresh compost. My back is terrible. So sorry. Yeah. Right. Well, they're set up for transplanting. I just think I might put, it seems wasteful, I know, but just put one Komatsu in each, except for this one. One, two in there maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And a few more to fill up as well. But right now, I've been streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes, so. And I'm not messing with you. Look, man. Can you tell? Of course you can't tell, because I'm still in showtime mode. But I am dying. I'm in so much pain. And I'm starting to feel hungry now, which is a weird thing. So I think the time has come to end the stream and maybe return in an hour or two. But either way, I need to go and eat something and drink something. My lips, they're dry. Dry as a bone. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the 5 likes, people. I don't know why you like it. Just sound, really, isn't it? Need to rescue the spuds from in there too. The sweethearts down in the garage gave me a box and a couple of brown bags. The box isn't big enough, mind you, but I'll fit a few in them. Seeing all these little flies going around, I'm just like, oh, which of those are? There's a big girl, you can't see them. I'm like, look, you trust me, is it like a group of them just swarming around the leaks there? And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're not allium leaf miners, because they're pretty common this time of year, island dove spots. But if they were allium leaf miners, Jesus. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there for now. Got a few things done, cleared the tomatoes for the most part, except for those ones, but you know the deal. What else did we do? Planted those kales and broccolis. We cleared out those tomatoes and filled them back up, and we discovered a really good Komatsu. So it doesn't get too dark. It's definitely going to get wetter though. But if it doesn't get too dark, I'll be back out in rain or whatever. It's bank holiday Monday, might as well make the most of it. Even though I'm falling apart. Oh, I need to divide and do something with those as well. I'm going to put them in there as well too, but there's not going to be much space for them and anything now. I'm running out of, maybe I could pop them in the gaps around there. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, what's my pocket? Oh yeah, tiny cucumbers. Oh. So the list was certainly not even remotely finished, but 2 hours, 40 minutes. That'll be alright, I'll do it for now. Thanks for stopping by, whoever did, even though there's nobody watching now. That's alright. 5 likes, oh my goodness, thanks so much. Thank you very, very much. See you next time. Bye bye. Or see you later, maybe. Depends. As I said, if it gets too dark, hell no. If it gets too wet, hell no. It's only a little bit of rain. I'll be back out there and you'll be with me. So, see you then. Slán.